Awesome.
Welcome back to the Everblack Podcast, Landon. It's so good to have you back, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, firstly, I want to ask you about the triple volume album you guys released. Last time we spoke, you said that Swan Song was closing a chapter, and that era of the band was, left behind, and you're going to discover some new ground. How's the writing process been with these new tracks?
It's been awesome. I had been advocating for doing like EPs for like many, many years, because I was just like, I really think it'd be fun to give myself like some good breaks between releases and kind of just like see what works on certain ones and like really just experiment with each one and, try a bunch of new stuff rather than trying to make one cohesive unit. You know what I mean? I wanted to kind of like be able to take each EP as its own experiment. And in doing that, I got to learn a lot of things, some trial and error. And also I was in between that, I was also writing and producing with a lot of other bands. So I mean, two years of like just nonstop writing for myself and for other bands, just learned so much and feel like I just like gained so much knowledge and, really just trying to utilize it in different ways and trying to try different things and just be as creative as possible, So
Hell yeah.
It's been awesome. Yeah.
I mean, shit got heavy, man, like real fucking heavy. Not only the sound, but also the lyrical content. Did you really dig deep to find that subject matter to push plot into new territory?
Yeah, I just tried to be just as vulnerable as possible with each song, like whatever emotion I was trying to convey in each thing, I was trying to just really not put any roadblocks on anything, you know what I mean? Like whatever was genuinely like coming through, from the heart, like I just kind of let it go 100% and just didn't put any roadblocks anywhere. So yeah, it was like really freeing and kind of like therapeutic in a way, I guess. And I mean, I feel like I've always been pretty vulnerable in my writing, but I've also been this a little bit off topic, but I've been kind of like trying a new technique where I don't write anything down, like lyric wise. I kind of just go for it straight at the mic. And I feel like that was almost like a new discovery in a way of like just being able to be more vulnerable in the moment. Cause I feel like whenever I write things down, I can like look at the words and overanalyze it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
So this is like most of the takes on the EPs are like one take type stuff, and then if I felt the emotion, then I would just keep going and building off of that. So yeah, it was kind of a cool learning experience trying things this way. So yeah.
I mean, spare me. That's raw, man. Like that is you can feel the emotion behind that song massively.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was a fun one.
Dude, we got gifted some pretty amazing news recently. You guys are going to be returning back in January.
Yeah.
Now you're hitting the Fortitude Music Hall in Brisbane. That's huge, dude. And you're bringing some absolutely magic supports along for the tour. Guide us through the process on how you came with those supports.
Yeah, so Fit for a King, we've actually been touring with for like I want to say like 12, 13 years now. They were like one of the earlier bands that we toured with in our career, and we've just remained friends all these years. They're just awesome guys, so much fun to tour with, be around. So they were kind of like a no-brainer. They had wanted to come back to Australia, and we knew that we also wanted to, so we're just like, all right, yeah, that makes total sense to do that.
Yeah.
Boundaries, we just toured with them in the States, and we had a blast with them. They were so much fun. Sort of like, yeah, we want good energy, fun people to be around. And I'm blanking for some reason on Banks Arcade. Yeah, they they did our they're gonna hate me for that. Fuck them, I don't care. They toured with us in the States like 2 years ago, and I thought that they were like one of the most criminally underrated bands I've ever seen in my life. Like I went out and watched them almost every single night, at least for a couple songs, because they just had such a like wild, fun live energy. And then we became really close friends with them really fast. So yeah, but again, and they're already over there, so that was another no brainer. Pretty much, I don't think a tour has ever come together easier. It was just like, oh, boom, 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 like so fast. So yeah, it was awesome, and it's gonna be fun to just be hanging out with friends every day.
Hell yeah, man. Um,
Yeah,
Now we had a taste of Fit for a King's new music recently.
yeah.
A song that you were a guest on.
Hmm.
Does that mean that we're going to get to see a bit of stage sharing between you guys and the Fit for a King lads?
Potentially, it's funny you said that because I that didn't even cross my mind for a second until you said that. It totally that slipped my mind. Yeah, I think there's a potential for that for sure. Yeah, that song was a blast to do. We had a lot of fun making that together. So yeah, I think it'd be fun to try it out live for sure.
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear that
Yeah,
live.
yeah,
Now, I mean, the last time you guys were here was for Good Things 2023, I think it was. You
uh-huh.
guys smashed that opening slot. Like that energy was incredible. And the sideshows, unreal. Um,
Thank you, man.
what sort of energy differences do you find from the crowd on a festival versus, the standalone shows?
Um, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. It's just like, especially festival shows, like for instance, the Good Things ones, we were fully expecting it to be kind of a bummer because
Yeah.
like you said, we were opening, and we figured like people are going to be tired. It's kind of early in the day, like so yeah, we were like absolutely blown away by how it went. Like it was like it couldn't have been more different than what I was expecting. uh, but yeah, it's a different energy. Sometimes playing outdoors in general, like festivals, can be kind of a bummer just because it's like it can be really hot sometimes, and people just aren't in the mood to like participate. So it's like a
Yeah.
lot more standing around. But sometimes it can be some of the most insane shows ever. But um, I'm a big fan of venues with good air conditioning. That's my favorite. So I think I even in any scenario, I kind of prefer to play indoors if it's well taken care of air condition wise. But yeah, they both have their perks. They can both be cool in different ways. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, for those that did witness the Good Things Brisbane show, you had one hell of a time with that Queensland heat, man. Like, yeah, you were
yeah,
you were
it
floored.
was
And
yeah,
you're coming down again at the peak of our summer. So
yeah.
what are you going to do to prepare to adjust to our climate?
I'm just gonna have to buy a snowsuit and put an air conditioner in it or something like that. Maybe that's how I'll get through the tour.
Dude, that the tent, like the tent at Good Things, that was intense. Well, no,
Yeah,
well, pun intended or non-pun intended, I don't know. But yeah,
yeah.
that was, and it was such a good
No,
show as well.
yeah. Yeah, honestly, that time of year is so cold over here. It'll honestly be a blessing to be over there in good weather. So yeah, I'm not bummed about it.
I mean, once again, thanks so much for joining us today, Landon. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah,
For
no
our
problem.
viewers, get yourselves a ticket to these shows. You're not going to want to miss these. It's a stacked lineup. It's plot. I mean, shit. These guys always put so much into their shows. Get to a show, see it live. Can't recommend it enough.
Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Have a great day.